Last night was a crazy debate. There were interruptions all over the place, people speaking over one another, and especially when it came to Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders is in the lead, so he was getting attacked from both his left and his right. All sides of the stage were going after Bernie Sanders, which made this moment my favorite moment of the night. Let's take a look.
Misconception, and you're hearing it here tonight, is that the ideas I'm talking about are radical. They're not. In one form or another, they exist in countries all over the world. Healthcare is a human right. We have the necessity, the moral imperative to address the existential threat of climate change. Other countries are doing that. We don't need more people in jail, disproportionately African American, than any other country on earth. Not a radical idea. The motto, the saying that moves me the most is from Nelson Mandela. And Mandela said, everything is impossible until it happens. And that means if we have the guts to stand up to powerful special interest, we're doing phenomenally well. If we can bring working people together, black and white and Latino, we can create a nation.
All right, Senator
where
Sanders,
all people have a good standard of living.
So after 2 hours of Bernie Sanders being attacked for radical policies, praising Cuba's education system, the costs of his plans, which he didn't even get any time to explain, Bernie has the ability to say, hey, you know what, let's take a step back. I am not a radical. I think climate change and healthcare are important. And, with South Carolina coming up on Saturday, he manages to get in prison reform because black people in South Carolina are used to hundreds of years of being arrested at insane rates compared to their white brethren in the state. So he slides that in. I personally think Bernie Sanders could have gone on for hours about how people think his campaign is radical when it's really not. So I thought this was great. I thought Bernie could have pushed it a little more, but this was my favorite moment in the debate because it showed that Bernie Sanders, that's why he's leading, because he has the ability to say, hey, let's all take a step back. Let's all just kind of, let's take a deep breath and look at my candidacy as not a radical socialist candidacy, but one of that brings ideas from around the world and the good ideas from around the world and implements them in our society, which I think we as Americans who tend to think we are the best and no one can teach us is not the best way to go about looking at how your society functions. So I'm interested to hear what you thought about last night's debate, what moments you liked, what moments you didn't. Thanks for watching. My name is Brendan with Reflect, and I will see you in the next video.